In 2022, while the United States put a $5 million bounty on Irish cartel boss Daniel Kinahan, he was living openly in a luxury Palm Jumeirah villa, using Dubai's state-backed real estate registry to shield a $1 billion global drug empire. A sovereign pension fund entirely wiped out. $30 billion in sanctioned Russian wealth. A financial black hole the West quietly refuses to close. How did a desert trading post construct a financial system so perfectly insulated that global superpowers are completely powerless to stop it without crashing the global economy? To understand the trap we are caught in today, in 2026, you have to look at the flaw they built 20 years ago. The oil was running out. They needed a new commodity. Dubai's post-oil transition relied on creating free zones. The most vital was the DMCC, launched in 2002. These zones operated with one unwritten rule. Foreign buyers could purchase ultra-luxury real estate anonymously, with cash, suitcases of gold, or cryptocurrency. Zero regulatory questions asked. It was designed to seduce the world's billionaires, and it worked. The skyline exploded, but how do you enforce the law when the law itself protects the buyer? Thousands of miles away, a man was about to test the absolute limits of that protection. His name was Atul Gupta. In Pretoria, the Gupta family had systematically looted state enterprises. They hollowed out rail networks, energy grids, and public pensions. They transferred billions directly to Dubai-based bank accounts. Gupta believed that sovereign protection could be permanently bought if you just looted enough state wealth to pay the gatekeepers. By April 2016, the South African public was rioting. The walls were closing in. Gupta made his choice: a one-way escape flight from South Africa to Dubai on a private jet packed with state-looted funds. He was betting his entire family's future on Dubai's refusal to extradite foreign fugitives. He was right. If you want to understand exactly how state wealth vanishes into the desert, world Decoded dissects these hidden systems every week. Because this wasn't victimless. The money that built those villas came from somewhere. Listen to what it actually cost.
They took everything we had built for our children's schools, and when we tracked the money, it vanished into a luxury tower in Dubai where the police told us they have no jurisdiction.
But the very system designed to attract global capital had a fatal design flaw. It could not tell the difference between a tech billionaire and a cartel kingpin. And the world was starting to notice. If Dubai is a key strategic ally of the West, why does the FBI have to watch helplessly as its top targets buy beachfront property there? By 2022, the pressure became impossible to ignore. The Financial Action Task Force placed the UAE on its infamous grey list for money laundering. On paper, the city immediately cracked down. They passed strict anti-money laundering laws. They banned anonymous ownership. But in reality, undercover investigators wired for sound walked into luxury real estate agencies. What they recorded shattered the illusion. Local brokers were actively coaching them on how to bypass the new sanctions. They explained exactly how to buy properties using fake names and wash cash through shell companies. How does a city with strict anti-money laundering laws on paper end up hosting over $30 billion in sanctioned Russian assets as of 2026? Because the laws weren't a wall, they were a filter. They filtered out the amateurs and elevated the professionals. In February 2024, Western regulators celebrated. They removed Dubai from the financial grey list. They claimed the reforms had worked. But as the champagne was poured, a massive data leak was about to expose that the laundromat had not closed. It had just gone completely dark. Remember that $5 million bounty on Daniel Kinahan? We're about to find out exactly who else was living next door. May 2024, the Dubai Unlocked investigation hits the internet. A leak of thousands of property records. The names were staggering. Sanctioned oligarchs, convicted embezzlers, terror financiers, and political figures from over 100 countries. The value of properties linked to known criminals and politically exposed persons in that single leak. $12.1 billion. The US government saw the data, the European Union saw it, the FBI had the addresses. So why didn't they act? This is the answer to the question we asked at the start, the secret that explains everything. The 2024 leak proved that Dubai is not a rogue state violating global financial rules. It is the vital safety valve that Western banks and global elites secretly require. Trillions of dollars of dark liquidity flow through the global economy. If you shut down the vault, that pressure backs up into London, New York, and Zurich. To keep their own hands clean, Western superpowers need a place where the dirty money goes to become clean equity. By tolerating Dubai's system, they prevent their own economies from collapsing. World Decoded tracks these exact fault lines every week, mapping the systems that truly run the planet. As of 2026, the UAE remains completely untouched by Western sanctions. Adol Gupta's looted wealth is still resting in luxury concrete. The pension funds of South African workers are gone forever. In 2026, the world's most wanted criminals no longer hide in the shadows. They buy the penthouse next door. The ultimate trick of modern geopolitics is making the world believe you are a playground for the rich, when you are actually the vault for the corrupt. But this isn't the only vault. On the other side of the world, another island nation copied this exact playbook 20 years earlier, and the man who built it never got caught. Subscribe next time, China's $5 trillion illusion. Subscribe, you do not want to miss it.